well. I'm doing some pre-recorded live streams because sometimes I have issues with the live. I'm Yancho Kajabi. I am the founder, and my other name is Juliet, and it's my British name, my birth name. And I'm the founder of BlaXit and also the host of these BlaXit lives mainly. And I will be hopefully bringing on some new guests. So I just want to thank you for joining me. Today is the 13th of March, 1 and 3. I love the month of March. It's always a spring and vital time. BlaXit, if you're new to the channel, BlaXit is all about repatriation, our mind emancipation, back to our nation to complete the circle. Oh dear. I needed to turn the ringer off, so I'll probably do that in a second. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Oh dear. So yeah, it's about our mind emancipation. Sorry, I had to decline the call, so I hope you can still hear me. But it is about our return back to Africa, okay? And it's about us realizing we have these opportunities, and you know, that Africa is a wonderful place, actually. And I am saying Africa, I know it's 54 countries, all different, all vibrant, but when I talk in terms of being an African. So I'm putting it in those terms, and that I was born in the UK. My parents were born in the Caribbean, and of course, you know, we were displaced because of the terrible epoch of slavery. That was the worst episode in humanity. And, you know, all of the terrible and horrid crimes against us that have never been, we've never had reparations for to date. So, you know, BlaXit appeals for that, of course. And BlaXit is about us realizing that we have a choice. And that choice is that we can choose to live in Africa. Africa, many countries in Africa are sovereign and, you know, have the right to their own deliberation and control of their own nations. And so that's what it's about, really. BlaXit really started in like 2011, which is the first time I actually came to the Gambia. And the Gambia is where I'm based. I was born in the UK, like I said. And I realized, you know, how beautiful and wonderful Africa was from when I was like 22, I think, was the first time that I came to Africa. And I love it. I just absolutely love it. Anyway, people have been asking me certain questions, and this is why I'm making these kind of short lives, which I want to broadcast. And some people have just told me, look, Jules, I feel stuck. And so this is about being stuck and how to get unstuck, and how I'm going to share about some of my personal experiences, and also how I felt stuck. You know, I felt stuck in the UK, and I just felt as though I didn't have any choice. I felt as though, you know, the reality that was presented to me there was the only reality that I was going to have for the rest of my life. That was at one stage of my life, okay? That was at one stage of my life. I was lucky enough to travel to Africa, like I said, from the age of 22. And so I was able to realize that, you know, the myths that they told us about Africa, they were myths. They were exactly that. They were lies. And that people were living, you know, very nicely and very well in Africa. And that includes loads of different races of people. And so it kind of dispelled a lot of the myths that I had. And of course, it's nice to be also surrounded by your own people. So anyway, that being said, today's program is really focusing around the issue of being stuck, feeling as though you've got no choice, you can't get out, you're financially locked in, you're locked in maybe in your relationship, maybe you and your partner want different things. and one wants to leave and one doesn't, or one doesn't, one maybe isn't a Pan-Africanist and one is. And also, family responsibilities. I faced all of those challenges. I personally did as well. And for me, I was very, very much into wanting to come to Africa. I just knew I was destined to be here. I had decided it was the place that I wanted to retire to. And yeah, I did feel stuck for a long time. And I'm going to tell you what kind of made me stuck. One was I was having health issues in the UK. And also, you have the usual financial issues of asking, how am I going to afford to, move, build a house, go to another country? How am I going to survive? What's going to happen to me? Is it going to be safe? Am I going to bring my children? Yada, yada, yada. The whole 9 yards goes on for a long time of you considering what is going to happen, how am I going to cope with cultural changes, etc. But the main thing is feeling stuck in UK, like, how am I going to get out of this place on a permanent basis? Just how am I going to do it? How can I even afford to do it? What is the plan? What am I going to do? Anyway, what helped me, and I'm going to share the tools of what I had and what I did. What helped me was realizing that I wasn't stuck, and neither are you. Okay, once I changed my mindset and I decided, look, I'm going to escape, even if it's on a vision board, even if it's on paper. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to commit to the idea that I'll be leaving this place, no matter how long it takes me. Once I committed to that idea, believe it or not, it was like things started to change. Okay, I don't know exactly how it happens. I know they say change your mindset, change your life. It is literal. It really did. I don't know if it's like the point of which you decide to manifest that difference into your life, to manifest that change into your life. If you're a religious person, maybe praying that into your life, yeah? If you know about your ancestors, believe in your ancestors, or you might believe in angels or archangels, whatever the source, the divine, God, goddesses. If you believe in Allah, Jesus, God, the Most High, whatever it is, where you focus your faith into, I think that is it. And then you realize you've got to have faith in yourself to believe that you can shift your reality, that you can shift the reality that you're living in to the reality that you want. And once you have faith in yourself that you can do that, that is like the first step. That is honestly the first step. So it starts with your mind. It starts with you saying to yourself, okay, listen, this doesn't have to be my reality. I can change it. Okay, so this doesn't have to be your reality. You can change it. And I want you to keep saying that and write it down. This situation that I'm in right now, that I'm unhappy with, that I'm dissatisfied with, that I don't want to be in, and I no longer want to, be surrounded by people who don't like me every day. I don't want them controlling my destiny anymore. I want to be in control. I want self-determination, and I want to be able to be where I want to be. I want to wake up peaceful and happy. And so, and I want, trees. I want to grow my own fruit. I want to eat my own food. I want to, be in an environment that is a reflection of me. Then, yeah, that is like the first step, is admitting it. It's just like when you have any problem. The first thing that you do is you have to admit that you have it. And so my problem was, my phone battery is going to die soon. Sorry about this. My problem was failing to admit that, how dissatisfied I was, how unhappy I was. But once I decided and I admitted that, I did it. And then I started to plan. So we'll go to the next video, which will be about that's how I became unstuck. mentally, and then we'll talk about what the tangible steps were, and then I'll talk about all of the other barriers that I faced, that I had to overcome. Like I said, it's step by step, but it's always in go. It's always forward. So keep moving forward. That's my advice to you, is just keep moving forward, and do not think that it's impossible, okay? I'm possible. I am possible, okay? So you make things possible, okay? You make things possible. So thank you, BlaXit family. Remember, one love, yeah? One destiny, okay? We are one people. And if you want to support the channel to help us to create more content, you are welcome to. I appreciate any help you want to give us. And the information will be in the description below. And I want to thank you for watching BlaXit. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will continue to try and make more of these short videos for you to guide you along the way. So I just want you to know that it is possible, and I will tell you how I overcame some of the challenges that I faced, even internally within my relationship, when I wanted to go, and how decisive I had to be in terms of moving forward. Okay, in that relationship at the time, I should say, just to make it more relevant. So I will talk about those emotional barriers that I faced, and how I was able to overcome them, and also the family attachments and so on that you have. So we'll talk about that another time. So listen, as you know, always, I love you. This is always a high vibration. BlaXit is always about keeping a high love frequency vibration. We've got to love each other. That is the way forward, how we're going to work together, and how we're going to bring our dreams and our mission into fruition. So yeah, I love you, and I'll see you in the next episode.